Devin Reaction Vlogs here, and it's been a minute. Once again, now see, I do have some allergies, so my nose is a little runny, but that doesn't skip the fact that I am making a vid with y'all, for y'all. Guys, I'm gonna send you on a little trip on what's been happening. Alright. So, obviously, I've been in the house. I will admit, I've been in the house literally all this week. I didn't celebrate Christmas. I celebrated with my family. That's about it. And, didn't get much. So, right now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking for this year to be completely over. That's crazy. But I'm looking forward to a new year. I'm hoping 2026 suits me well, especially because your boy's been struggling. Not just how I can explain it, but I haven't been the best for myself. So, but I'm not making an excuse being like, oh, this is gonna take me off YouTube. No, I'll still make content for y'all. It's just now I have to really find that drive where I have to do this in order for me to do this, if that makes sense. But skip that. Scooby's with us today again. It's still December. He might either this could be his last video being here, or there could be another one coming out. You never know. But yeah, say hey to Scooby. He's not used to y'all yet. Don't worry. It's been some time. But we are reacting to the worst roller coaster deaths ever. Okay. I don't know about me and deaths right now, but it's seeming low-key pretty interesting. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and if you guys want any more content, let me know. Hit me in my DMs. Hit me in my DMs or if you know me, hit me up. Literally. Follow me on Instagram. It's in the description below. Hit me on my Snapchat, my tick, my little tick, talkie-walkie. Earn me. Alright, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Alright, here we go.
The Big Dipper. On May 30th,
The Big Dipper.
in London, schools had just broken up for half-term, and Battersea Fun Fair was packed. The Big Dipper was a wooden roller coaster that had been operating since 1951, thrilled riders with its steep drops. A train of 3 cars, pulled by a steel cable, carried 31 passengers, mostly kids and teens. Around 2:30 p.m., passengers climbed aboard. At the front rode a brakeman whose job was to manage the brakes. That afternoon, the train began its ascent. Suddenly, the haulage cable broke with a snap. The train paused at the peak, then started rolling backwards.
Damn!
But nothing happened. The brake system did not respond.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. For this specific problem, did y'all not look at the wires during this time? Do y'all just not do daily check-ins for opening a roller coaster? Because there could have been many ways this could have been avoided. I ain't gonna lie. This could have been many ways you could avoid this.
It smashed into a curve at the base at full speed.
And since the roller coaster's old as shit,
the first car leapt off the tracks, shattering a barrier, and plunged 15 feet.
That's crazy.
15
feet too?
And
they didn't have seatbelts?
13 more were seriously injured. Later, a 15-year-old girl, dazed but alive, stood on a nearby walkway. It collapsed beneath her, and she fell to her death. Investigators uncovered 66 safety violations.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Why is it all wooden, though? That's dumb as shit. That's why she failed. What if it was raining?
including a
It probably
frayed
was. I don't
cable,
know.
and most safety devices were missing or broken.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all didn't
Investigators
check the
also found
cables.
that employees had been drinking and using drugs while working. The ride's manager and engineer were
Oh,
later
damn.
acquitted of manslaughter charges.
Oh,
The
damn.
Big Dipper was demolished, and
Oh,
Battersea
damn.
closed by 1974.
Damn.
The Matterhorn
The
bobsleds.
Matterhorn
On January 3rd,
bobsleds.
1984, 48-year-old Dolly Young visited Disneyland in Anaheim with 5
This is in Disneyland? There's been quite some deaths at Disneyland. Right?
friends. The Matterhorn
Y'all let me know. The most I've heard is like 3. Some people say it's 12.
sleds. A steel coaster
I don't know.
featured small sleds that weaving through an artificial mountain at 43 miles per hour.
By the way, I've been at Universal Studios and well, I haven't been to Disneyland, but I've been to Universal Studios though.
Young climbed into
Yup,
a bobsled alone,
that
while
counts.
his friends took another on the parallel track.
Maybe.
The sleds began their ride through the mountain's tunnels. As the sled twisted through dark tunnels, Young somehow slipped from her seat and landed on the tracks below.
Damn, how did you
Another bobsled, speeding from the opposite side,
Ooh,
bore down on her.
shit.
The family inside mistook her for a mannequin. The sled struck Young at full speed, decapitating her instantly. The father in the oncoming sled realized what had happened. He screamed for his daughters to move away as she passed her body. Operators halted the ride when Young's empty sled reached the station. She was declared dead on sight. Her safety restraint was found
Hi,
in the
surprise!
steering seat. The Matterhorn reopened the next day.
Reopen the next day. Oh, y'all just said, hey, so this girl died. We really don't give a fuck that she died. So we just go reopen the ride tomorrow. Bet, guys. Like, they basically said a high five. Let's all agree to open it. That's wild.
Sunny Sunday at Gröna Lund amusement park in Stockholm.
That's wild.
Drew large crowds. Jetline was a steel roller coaster built in 1988, featuring sharp turns and drops, hitting speeds of 56 miles per hour. Its single-track design, with trains of interconnected cars secured by lap bars, thrilled riders with high-banked curves and sudden plunges. A group of 11 passengers, including 60.
How many of you guys like roller coasters? Let me know in the comments down below.
Year-old Annika Olsen, a grandmother visiting with her family, boarded the front car.
I'm not a
As
big
the
roller
train
coaster
turned
guy,
through a high
but I love
section,
them.
It launched into
Some
a
of 'em.
high-speed section 80 feet above
Some
the
of
ground.
them.
Midway through a sharp curve, a support roller.
Like, okay, if you guys ever been to Michigan Adventures, this is one ride called Shimberly Timbers. Okay, that ride is scary as shit. So you go up all the way up. I'm talking about a nice incline. Okay, very high, and then you just droop down. I'm talking about I ain't ready. My body ain't ready for none of this, mind you. We going at like 90 miles per speed going down. I'm thinking, I'm out here screaming for my life. Woo, and stuff like that. Bro, I felt my back crack. Literally, my back cracked mid-ride. And my other friends' back cracked too. They almost about passed out. I'm pretty sure. I almost did too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna fake. I was scared shitless. Cause it happened like 2 or 3 times. I'm talking about, bro. Like, I got forced to that ride too. I didn't get paid for it. I wanted to get paid for it because there ain't no damn way I'm doing that ride ever again. Like, ever again in my life will I ever do it. People say it was fun. Fun? What? I was scared shitless. Never again.
And the undercarriage gave way due to metal fatigue.
You just can't catch me on that high of a ride, bro. You're going in God's high. You going to the clouds. I swear to God.
3 riders, including Olsen, were ejected and fell 25 feet to the ground. Olsen died from her injuries at the hospital. The other 2 suffered serious fractures but survived.
Fuck,
The
did they
derailed
survive?
car hung precariously.
They
as
ain't
the ride
paralyzed?
stopped. The park evacuated the area and closed Jetline indefinitely. An investigation
That shit
revealed
looks scary.
skipped inspections on aging parts. Gröna Lund faced
Skipped
fines,
inspections?
And the incident led to nationwide safety reviews
Holy
for older
shit.
coasters. The Batman. On a sunny June 28, 2008, 17-year-old Asia Leishon Ferguson arrived at
Is the Batman at Six Flags? Yeah, Six Flags.
Six Flags.
So I went to Six Flags in full with one of my homeboys. I was young as hell. I was young as shit. And I went to the Batman ride, but I didn't know they had like a whole bunch of other Six Flags amusement parks. Because I went to the Batman ride, and that stuff was cool. I love the Batman ride. That stuff was sweet. Even though I got spitted on by him, but you know.
At 50 miles per hour, with passengers' legs swinging freely below the track. During his ride, Ferguson.
Yeah, I would never be on this Batman ride. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck is this?
After the ride ended, determined to get it back,
why are we determined to get a hat?
Climbed over 2 6-foot fences to reach the area where his hat had fallen. As he searched for his hat in the restricted area, another train barreled above him. The train was traveling at 50 miles per hour. A rider's dangling foot slammed into Ferguson's head at full speed.
Why are we determined to get a hat?
Ferguson was decapitated.
And that's what the fuck you get. No. That's your fault, bro. You could have waited until the ride was over. I ain't gonna lie, you could have got, like, some maintenance to get that hat for you. You did not have to do that on your own, bro. What the fuck? Yo.
Below. Six Flags temporarily.
Why are men so dumb?
It resumed operations the next day after inspections. The park added security around restricted areas and more warning signs.
Bet they did.
Death became one
and then it said, "Do not enter," but you entered anyway. That's your fault, bro. You wanted to die. I ain't gonna lie. That is a commit of suicide.
In July 2013, Six Flags
I never heard of this bitch.
Welcomed a bustling summer crowd eager to ride its attractions, with the Texas Giant standing out as one of the park's most thrilling roller coasters. Originally built as a wooden coaster and later converted to steel-tracked hybrid in 2011, the Texas Giant.
Y'all just put a whole bunch of bullshit on the ride and hope it was fun. All that steel and wood, yo.
Forces made it a favorite for adrenaline seekers. That summer, 52-year-old Rosie Esparza
52?
Six Flags with her family. Esparza,
you old rat! Why would you do this to yourself?
As the ride began, she expressed concern about her lap bar not clicking properly. Ride operators assured her it was secure. The train
lying piece of shit!
The lift hill and plunged down the first drop. During a high-speed turn, Esparza's
oh God, I would have left the ride if he said that.
From the coaster, falling approximately 75 feet onto a metal roof below. Esparza
and she died
instantly from multiple injuries. Her son was unharmed but traumatized. The park closed the ride immediately.
I'd be damn. I feel bad for the son.
All body types adequately. Six Flags added seatbelts and modified restraints. Superman. On July 8th, 2011, 29-year-old
I've heard a lot about
Iraq War veteran James Hackemer visited Six Flags Darien Lake in New York with his family. Superman was a hypercoaster.
Are we dead ass? So we put a paralyzed person in Superman. We put a guy with no legs in a Superman, right?
With a 205-foot drop, reaching 73 miles per hour. Hackemer, a double amputee, boarded the ride with special permission.
Why the fuck are we
as his condition didn't meet standard safety requirements. The lap bar couldn't secure him properly due to his missing legs.
Are we dead ass? Why are we putting people with missing legs on the ride? That don't fit the restrictions.
The train hit a high-speed drop. Hackemer was ejected and fell 150 feet to the ground. He died instantly from trauma. The park operators failed to enforce height and physical restrictions. The ride reopened after adding stricter screening protocols. Hackemer's death led to nationwide debates on accessibility versus safety. Willard's Whizzer.
Bro, he could have just stayed on a wheelchair and called it a day, bro. Just watch your family, yeah. There was no point of risking your life with no legs, mind you. So you didn't have much life to go. I'm not gonna lie to you. So you went out there with no legs, thought, oh yeah, I can ride this ride. There ain't gonna be no problems. And now look at you. Dead as fuck.
March 29th, 1980. A crisp spring day
I don't get it.
Teenagers to California.
What's the fun in that?
In Santa Clara. Among them was 13-year-old Eric Stinson. Willard's Whizzer,
13?
a steel
Oh my
roller
God.
coaster opened in 1976, featured 2 spiraling lift hills and a twisting track, reaching 35 miles per hour. Its compact cars, secured by...
That shit looked like that picture y'all just saw. That looked like one of my rides in my theme park tycoon on Roblox. Yeah, I know a little dude at Roblox. Yeah, I know that.
Controlled by a computerized
Yeah, I know that.
To prevent collisions. That afternoon, Stinson boarded the rear car of a train,
Roblox.
buzzing with excitement. As it climbed the second lift hill, a critical sensor...
Great America.
The system didn't detect another train stopped ahead at a block break near the station. Stinson's train crested the hill and accelerated down the track unchecked. It slammed into the stationary train at full speed. The impact was brutal. The rear car of the front train metal grinding against metal. Stinson, caught in the collision, suffered fatal head and neck injuries. 8 other riders were thrown forward, sustaining broken bones and concussions. Screams filled the air as debris scattered across the track. Staff rushed to evacuate the shaken passengers, some crying in shock. Paramedics couldn't save Stinson. He died at the hospital. The ride was evacuated amid chaos. Investigations blamed a faulty sensor and inadequate failsafes. The park closed Willard's Whizzer for months for upgrades.
And this is why we do check-ins before y'all open. See, like, look, do y'all not have an opening checklist? This is why nowadays you have opening checklists to make sure y'all sensors work, everything else work, a little test drive. People don't do shit like that no more.
Eventually dismantled in 1988. Mindbender. On June 14th, 1986, West Edmonton Mall in Alberta, Canada was buzzing.
I want to go to Canada.
Its indoor amusement park housed Mindbender, a steel roller coaster with 3 loops. The ride's train, made of 4 cars with lap bars, hit 60 miles per hour on a twisting track. That evening, 22-year-old Rod Chico and 3 friends got into the last car, ready for a thrill. The train took off fast. It flew through the first 2 loops. As it hit the 3rd loop, bolts in the wheel broke. The back car shook hard. Its wheel came off. The car jumped the track. The lap bars popped open. All 4 riders fell 30 feet to the concrete floor.
30
the train
feet,
rolled back and smashed into a pillar. 3 friends died on impact. Chico survived, but his legs, ribs, shoulder, and back were crushed. He was bent in half. He fought for months to walk again. The park stopped the ride. Investigators found bad bolts and poor upkeep. The
Jesus Christ!
The day before, but it wasn't enough. Mindbender
he couldn't walk after that.
New safety devices, seat belts, and fewer cars. It reopened with tighter rules. Canada's worst coaster crash led to stricter park safety checks.
Damn.
Railblazer.
I ain't gonna lie,
On
bro.
July 7th, 1984,
in July,
35-year-old Karen Brown visited Six Flags St. Louis in Eureka, Missouri. Railblazer was a stand-up roller coaster.
Why is there so many deaths in Six Flags, yo? What the fuck y'all got going on?
One of the first of its kind. With
what y'all got going on, bro?
At 50 miles per hour. Brown boarded and the train launched. Midway through, she fainted due to the intense forces. Her body slumped, allowing her to slip partially out of the restraint. During an inversion, she fell completely and plummeted 30 feet to the ground. Brown died instantly from head trauma. Riders behind her screamed as the train continued. The ride was stopped upon return. Investigations found the harness design vulnerable to unconscious riders. The park modified restraints and added health warnings. Railblazer was renamed the Standing Scream Machine, but closed in 1988.
Why was it renamed the Standing Scream Machine? Just close the bitch.
On August 16, 1981, 20-year-old park employee Tyler
Rolling
Smith
Thunder
was conducting a test run at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. Rolling Thunder was a wooden racing coaster with parallel tracks. It reached 56 miles per hour with steep drops and sharp turns. As the train sped down a hill, Tyler stood up to check the ride. His lap bar wasn't locked tight. Tyler lost his grip and fell out.
Why are we... Whoa. Do we not have dummies to test the shit out?
Below. The train hit him, causing deadly injuries.
Now look at you.
Dead as shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, there's certain people that can think so much about things. But when you just think, oh yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this ride and just check on everything that's on the ride. There's a different way to check on the ride. Like, you could have used some dummies. Cause now look, you became one of the dummies, but like you unalived yourself. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
The ride. Tyler was rushed to the hospital but didn't survive. The ride was closed for the day. An investigation said Tyler made a mistake by standing, but the park hadn't trained him well enough. Six Flags added
the park
new
hasn't
rules
trained
to
him
keep
well.
workers seated
God
during
damn,
tests.
yeah.
The coaster reopened soon after. It was torn down in 2013. Treetop Twister. On June 20th, 2001, Lightwater Valley in North Yorkshire, UK, was full of summer visitors.
United
Treetop
Kingdom.
Twister, a spinning wild mouse coaster.
Somebody died in that bitch? A treetop? Look at that ride. That ride looks as safe as I'd ride that ride. This ride looks beautiful. It doesn't look dangerous. Looks fun.
Coaster opened in 2001, had
Opened
single
into
cars that
this-
spun freely on a steel track with sharp turns and small drops, reaching 30 miles per hour. Each car held 4 riders, secured by
Wait.
lap bars.
Oh,
That day,
they said
20-year-old
freely.
Gemma Savage,
Thought
a
they had no
student,
fucking
boarded a
seatbelts.
car
I'd have been
alone,
like, fuck
excited
that.
for the ride. As her car zoomed through a twisty section, a wiring fault stopped the brakes from working. It didn't slow down. The car crashed hard into another car waiting at the station. The impact crushed Savage inside her seat. She suffered deadly injuries to her chest and stomach. She died at the scene. The other rider was badly hurt. The ride shut down fast. An investigation revealed electrical faults from poor maintenance. The park was fined heavily. Treetop Twister was closed permanently. The accident led to stricter electrical inspections for spinning coasters in the UK. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. On September 5th, 2003, 22-year-old Marcelo Torres
Ain't no way
visited
someone died on
Disneyland
that
in
bitch,
Anaheim,
yeah.
California. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad was
Big
a mine
Thunder
train roller
Mountain
coaster that
Railroad.
wound through rocky landscapes at speeds up to 35 miles per hour. The train
Oh, that's
consisted of
safe as
multiple
hell. I'll drive that shit too. I'll be on that ride too. What?
cars pulled
Big
by a
Thunder
locomotive
Mountain
from the engine.
Railroad.
That day, Torres boarded the ride in one of the front cars. As the train navigated a sharp turn near the end of the course, a wheel assembly detached due to improper maintenance. The locomotive derailed and smashed into a tunnel ceiling. The impact caused the first passenger car to crumple and separate. Torres was struck in the chest by debris and suffered massive internal injuries.
God damn!
10 other passengers were injured. Witnesses described hearing a loud crash and seeing smoke. The ride was immediately shut down. An investigation revealed that safety
Oh
checks
my
had been skipped
goodness.
and parts were worn.
What did I say? Safety check skipped. Worn out parts.
Disneyland closed Big Thunder Mountain for
What
over
can
a
I
year
say?
for
What can
redesign
I
and
say?
safety upgrades. Fire in the Hole.
Fire in the hole.
1980,
Fire in the hole.
23-year-old employee
1980?
James Frederick Pauling
Damn.
was working at Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. Fire in the Hole, an indoor dark ride roller coaster,
Fire
mixed
in the-
slow
Oh,
turns
it's
and
dark?
small drops at 25 miles per hour. Its steel track wound through dark tunnels with themed scenes.
Sure reminds me of Harry Potter.
During a routine switch, Polly's empty train was routed to a maintenance bay with a low door. He failed to duck fast enough. His head struck the overhead beam at speed, causing fatal skull fractures. Other staff heard the impact and stopped operations. The park closed Fire in the Hole for a few days. Investigations cited poor signaling and employee error. The park raised the door and added warnings. Fire in the Hole continued operating with modifications. If you enjoy
Okay, that's not bad. But the employee's stupid as shit. Oh, that's the end? Oh, shit. Ah! Well, now, obviously, roller coasters are scary, okay? But they can also be deadly. So watching this video was very educational for you guys, for you guys' health and warnings, okay? This is for y'all that love roller coasters. I'm trying to ruin your guys' love for roller coasters, okay? Because, look, personally, I don't mind roller coasters. Certain roller coasters. Like, what's one I can name? There's one roller coaster Shimberley Timbers. That's one ride I'll never go to again. I dead ass felt like that was the enemy. Thought I was gonna die that time. Thought that was, I was really looking forward to the skies there. I'm not gonna lie. I was so high up in the air. I'm never doing that. Like, that is not okay. Why is that? There's certain rides I question. Why is it a ride? I mean, some people can have let me think. Some people have some bad head trauma and then just die on the spot or pass out on the spot and then just never wake up again. They just pass out and just either they're in a coma for a long time or they just don't wake up. When you don't wake up, that's death. Okay? Now, how I look at roller coasters, I feel like, or how I look at safe roller coasters, very chill, very nice. There's going to be a couple steep ways down the road, down the during the ride and stuff. But you gotta look at the other side where, oh, this shit's too high. I don't think my body can take this. Like that 52-year-old. Yeah, the 52. Oh. And this bitch right here going on a Superman with no legs.
205.
That's crazy. Be smart. So let's say, you have epilepsy, you can't control your seizures. Well, no roller coaster for you, bud. Okay, don't do that. Oh. And what's the 52 I'm talking about? Well, it's not gonna show me. Oh, and this dumbass dude that got the hat when the ride wasn't even over yet. Yeah, that's just crazy. And it says, "Do not enter. Do not be like those people." Okay. We're trying to keep more people alive and safe, not dead and under the ground. Okay. All right. But yeah. I mean, that's how I look at roller coasters. I mean, they can be deadly, but at the same time, shit. I mean, you can make them least frequent of like less. Well, I guess the intensity makes the fun out of it. I guess there can be like some less of intensity in during rides. Ones that are safe. I don't mind Big Dippers, but if I'm not 100 feet in the fucking air and I have to worry, there could probably be a little screw up or a little screw drop. No, not screw drop. A little part where the screws are loose, and if they loosen up even more, then I can fall 50 feet from the air. No, this is 205 feet in the air. You're not catching me in this point. You're not catching me in this height. That's literally how Shimberly Timbers felt at Michigan Adventures. Like what? You're not catching me in that height of air, yo. That's too much air that I'm catching. My head cannot take that type of air. I feel like I am literally watching God at its feet, at its height. That's too high. I mean, airplanes are high, but yo, I feel safe on an airplane. I feel unsafe when I'm on a roller coaster and I'm about the same height as the airplane can be, and then go down. No, not doing that. You're not catching me in that. No, you can't. There's just no way. I get forced to some extent. Like, I get peer pressure to some extent. And, sometimes, I'll do it. Fuck it, we ball. If I die, I die. But, there are certain things, like, it was really hard for me to get convinced to be on that ride. I mean, I was with a bunch of people, so it's like, I don't want to be a party pooper and be, I don't want to be a party pooper and be like, you know what, I'm not going to be on this ride. But I'm going to be on this ride because there's a whole bunch of people, and they were telling me, I should do it. It's fun. It's fun for them. But for me, they don't know my history in roller coasters. Because I'm not a big fan of them. But it's acceptable. Anyway, enough of me yapping. That'll be the end of this video, And make sure you guys like and subscribe. And please, spread the word. And if you guys want me to react to anything else, if you guys don't want to watch people dying and shit, and me looking psychotic and shit like that, let me know down in the comments down below. And question of the day: how was your Christmas? Tell me how it is. Tell me what presents you got, because I bet your family's fridge. Okay. I'm in the trailer. I'm not that rich. Okay. All right. Say bye to Scooby. All right. Yeah, okay.